Welcome to Song Witch, Alchemy for the Modern Mystic.
Hello, I'm Jojo. This is Saint, my faithful companion. And today's episode of Song Witch is about the full moon in Taurus, illuminated by the sun in Scorpio. Together, they create a dance between body and soul, earth and depth, a reminder that transformation can be both sensual and sacred. We'll explore what it means to find stability and beauty in the midst of change, to root deeply, even as the tides of Scorpio invite us to release and renew. This lunation reminds us that embodiment is devotion, that slowing down and tending to the body isn't laziness, but an act of reverence. And as always, we'll close with a ritual to help you reconnect to your senses, your breath, and the earth beneath your feet. Hey guys, welcome back to Song Witch. I'm so glad you're here with me today. We're under the glow of the full moon in Taurus, illuminated by the sun in Scorpio. And that's an axis of embodiment and transformation. Taurus teaches us to slow down, savor, and root. Scorpio pulls us into the depths to transmute what's no longer real. Together, they remind us that change doesn't have to destroy what's beautiful. It can deepen it. Right, Saint? It can deepen it. You know, when you've been with someone for 20 years, almost 20 years, like Sam and I have, you know, things tend to ebb and flow, and like the tides, you know, it's everything goes in cycles, and I just feel like we're kind of orbiting close to each other right now, and everything kind of feels brand new again. Maybe that's the Taurus moon at work asking me to slow down and to open, to be present with what's right in front of me. I've also been listening to some podcasts about telepathy and psychic awareness, and it's like something in me has been quietly waking up for a while now. But the more I continue in my spirituality, I learn to be more still, and I let the noise just kind of drop away and just kind of listen. You know, not to like what Sam's saying or what my inner thoughts are saying, but it's the collective hum underneath it all. The many consciousnesses that make up the one. And honestly, it feels like I've stepped onto the path I was always meant to walk, which is intuitive counseling, witchy podcasting, and sharing what I feel and what I know in real time. I'm not forcing it, I'm not chasing it. I'm just open, and I feel aligned, trusting that when I stay grounded, the next step reveals itself, one rooted breath at a time. You know, I think that's what this Taurus full moon is really teaching me, that grounding and magic aren't opposites. The more still I become, the more connected I feel to Sam, to my body, to the earth, to Saint, to the collective. And that's what Taurus and Scorpio are always trying to balance, right? It's the pull between what's tangible and what's invisible. Taurus says, be here in your body, and Scorpio whispers, don't forget what lies beneath. And when they meet like this, when the ruler of the shadow world lights up the body of the earth, it's like we get to feel spirit moving through matter. It's that moment when your intuition doesn't just come as a thought, but as a sensation.
All right, now it's time to head outside. What do you got? Sainty, what do you got? What do you got? Show me. What do you got? Do you have a stick? Can I have it? Is that for me? Is that mine? So every new moon, the sun and the moon share the same sign. Their energies merge, beginning a new story. And every full moon, they stand across from one another like mirrors, each reflecting the other's light. That's why full moons feel so alive, so emotional. Illumination comes through contrast. And this month, the moon stands in Taurus, while the sun burns in Scorpio, right? Taurus is the sign of the body, the senses, the earth beneath our feet. And Scorpio rules the unseen, the underworld, the places within us that crave transformation. So when the ruler of the shadow world illuminates the beautiful, sensual Taurus moon, it's like the keeper of the secrets opens the gates and shines a light on the garden up above. Scorpio's intensity reveals what's buried. And Taurus teaches us how to stay grounded while we grow. Taurus reminds us that our bodies are made of the same elements as the earth herself. We're not separate from nature. We are nature. And when we honor our body, we honor the planet. We're each a small, sacred piece of the body of the earth. Embodiment is the practice of remembering that truth. It's that our spirituality isn't something we escape into. It's something that we live through. It means breathing with awareness, tasting life fully, and moving with presence. It's the art of letting the sacred move through muscle, bone, and breath. Of turning our daily rituals into quiet acts of devotion. When we're embodied, we become living altars, the divine experiencing itself through human form. This is the invitation of the Taurus full moon, to remember that spirituality isn't only a matter of soul, but of soil. To root into our bodies as temples of the divine, to find peace not by escaping, but by belonging fully to the living, breathing earth that made us. Now that we understand the energy, let's step into circle together. If you can't burn anything where you are, you can also cleanse with smells. So I have this spray, it's Orange and Spice Unisex Perfume by Quoth the Raven. Sea Witch Botanicals. So you can always spray your surroundings, you can spray yourself just to sort of cleanse. I like to spray because it smells so good. And so on my altar, I have a green candle for Earth that is to represent Taurus. And then I have a white candle. I always like to have a white candle when I do any rituals. It's just for clarity. And then I've got my little cauldron here. It's so cute. And I'm gonna burn some herbs in here to also cleanse a bit. So I have a little bottle of mugwort. And I'm just gonna sprinkle. Maybe I'll sprinkle. Maybe I won't. It's kind of like spongy. It's weird. Okay. Oh, hi, Saint. I didn't see you. Come back. All right. So to burn the herbs, you can get these little charcoal pieces. They come in these little rolls usually. It's the only way I've ever seen them. And you just light the charcoal. It takes a minute. You have to kind of hold the fire on it for it to catch. It's like a charcoal briquette. They're sparky. When you see the briquette start to turn red, that's how you know it's ready. I should be using a different type of lighter. Okay. There we go. The little zaps have turned into red sparks now. So then you put that in your cauldron. You put your herbs on top of the charcoal. There we go. There's a little bit of smoke there. Okay. Creating the circle. When we cast a circle, we're not drawing a line to keep the world out. We're creating a sacred container for transformation. It's a way of stepping out of ordinary time and into sacred time, a space where intention, energy, and spirit can flow freely. The circle represents wholeness, the endless rhythm of life, death, and rebirth, and it connects us to the cycles of the moon, the earth, and our own inner seasons. Within it, we honor the four directions, the elements, and the balance between above, below, and within. To create the circle is to say, this moment is sacred. I am here. I am present. I am part of the whole. Take a deep breath. Place your hands over your heart.
I call upon the sacred rhythm of the moon, the breath between light and shadow. I open this circle with love and intention. East, bring me clarity. South, ignite my spirit. West, open my heart. North, root me in truth. Below, ground me in earth. Within, awaken my magic. The circle is open and yet unbroken. Blessed be this work beneath the moon. Take a slow breath with me. It's very sparky. I've never seen one so sparky. Okay, we've opened our circle. We've called in the elements and we've grounded ourselves beneath the light of this Taurus full moon. Now let's ask for a message from the heart. I'm going to draw one oracle card. It's nothing planned or rehearsed. It's just whatever message wants to come through tonight. And as I pull this card, let the message flow through you. If it resonates, let it guide you. And if you'd like to pull your own card, please do. Just trust what your intuition leads you to do, okay? And trust that whatever arises is meant for you in this moment. The oracle deck I'm using, it's a brand new one. It's created by Julia Y. And I met her at the Curiosities and Oddities Expo a few weeks ago in Seattle. And Sam bought this for me from her. It's a beautiful deck. I'm excited to use it tonight. They're brand new cards. They're so hard to shuffle. They're super slick. Let's try one more. That was a little better to shuffle. Okay. And the card is Strength, Mars in Leo. It's got a beautiful, it looks like a hawk or a falcon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10-point star. Is that like a decahedron? I don't know. But it's Mars in Leo. And it's Strength. It's a very masculine, very fiery card. Okay, so now I'll read a passage from the booklet. It's the passage corresponds with the number on the card. So I'll share whatever stands out to me, like any phrases, images, or feelings that move through as I speak. As you listen, take a moment to notice how this message lands in your body. Maybe a single word or sentence lingers for you. Maybe something that hums deep in your chest or your belly. Just listen to your body, feel it. You could jot it down, whisper it out loud, or just hold it close to your heart as we move into the ritual. And if you're pulling your own card tonight, pay attention to any parallels between your card and mine, and think about what threads of meaning tie them together. Let's throw on some cinnamon. That has a very pleasant smell. That's nice. Okay. So the card is 53, Strength, Mars in Leo. Animal is hawk or falcon. Plant is ginseng. Element is fire. Number is 5. Interpretation, energy, power, ability. Fighting for the right to be yourself. Freedom of expression. Mars in Leo relies on their warmth, confidence, and belief in their own uniqueness to win over potential adversaries. While they will fiercely defend their dignity and right to express themselves, they avoid engaging with obstacles they consider beneath them and are not inclined to fight for the sake of fighting. However, When Mars in Leo turns toxic, they can equate strength with might, loudness, and overpowering others. Remember that Leo is associated with the Strength card in tarot, which often portrays a woman gently subduing a lion. There are many ways to be strong, and some of the most potent forms of strength are quiet and gentle. Animal symbolism. Hawks and falcons are closely related medium-sized birds of prey distributed across all continents. Depicted in the card is the red-tailed hawk, which inhabits North America. Hawks and falcons are notable for their keen eyesight, flying at high altitudes, hunting prowess and speed. Peregrine falcons are the fastest animals in the world, able to exceed speeds of 200 miles per hour while diving. The similar builds and behaviors of hawks and falcons have given them shared mythological significations. Falcons were a symbol of royalty and nobility in ancient Egypt. They're associated with deities of the sun, war, and creation, such as Apollo, Greek, and Wekwek, which is Miwok Native American. Miwok. Egyptian gods Horus, Montu, and Ra were all depicted with the heads of falcons. In the Norse pantheon, the goddess Freya wore a cloak of falcon feathers, and Odin could transform himself into a falcon. Botanical symbolism. Ginseng grows across North America, China, and Korea, and has been used in medicinal herbalism to stimulate physical energy and mental activity. The first documented medicinal usage of ginseng was over 2,000 years ago in China. Its Latin name is Panax, ginseng, which means all healing. It was considered one of the most effective herbal remedies. So, tonight under this Taurus full moon, it wants us to embrace our bodies, our sensuality, our beauty and pleasure. And pleasure not just for the sake of pleasure, but in order to get in tune with our bodies. And that can look like all kinds of different things. It can be eating a delicious meal and just, letting it affect all of your senses, your smell, your taste. And that's one way that somebody might get pleasure. There's lots of ways people get pleasure, but that's one example. So this to me is saying that while it's important to have confidence and believe in ourselves and in our uniqueness and to defend our right to self-expression, makes me think a lot of like social media and stuff right now, and how, people are always goading each other and trying to argue and rile you up and push buttons, and it's not necessary. You don't have to engage. Sometimes not engaging and just being silent is the strongest form of communication. But it's important to remember balance, right? Because it can turn toxic. And when that happens, we might think that we have to overpower others or speak over others or, become angry and loud. But that doesn't have to be strength. Strength can be quiet. It can be vulnerable. It can be beautiful. And if you think about the woman subduing the lion, like it said in tarot, I doubt that the woman overpowered the lion because that's impossible. It actually reminds me of being saint. I can't overpower him. Like trying to physically overpower him doesn't work. But if we use thought and we're calm and our energy is aligned with the lion, then the lion's going to connect to whatever your energy is. So I've learned that from Saint, that being anxious and loud it just makes him be more anxious and loud as well. So if I'm calm, he'll be calm. Anyway, I hope that resonates with you. Feel free to comment me, DM me, let me know if you drew a card or if that message from this card resonated with you. I would love to know. Okay, now let's move into the ritual together. Take a moment to adjust your posture. Roll your shoulders back. Feel the weight of your body supported by the earth beneath you.
This next part is about anchoring and letting the wisdom of the oracle become embodied through breath, intention, and simple sacred action. So for this ritual, keep it simple. Let it feel human and real. I've got a couple of stones, got some rose quartz and some green aventurine. Rose quartz is for love, and Taurus is ruled by Venus. Yeah, Taurus. And Taurus is ruled by Venus. And then I've got the green for the earth, again, for Taurus. I've got my black, I've got my obsidian, I've got my little goblet of water as well. So you might light a candle, hold a stone, or just place your palms flat against the floor to feel the earth's pulse beneath you. Now close your eyes and breathe deeply. With every inhale, imagine drawing up calm and stability from the ground below you. With every exhale, release the noise, the stories, and the tension that have been sitting in your body. Now, say softly or simply think the words, I root into what is real. I honor the body as sacred ground. I release what no longer nourishes me. Touch your heart, your arms, your face. A gentle reminder that you're alive and that you are the earth experiencing herself through you. This is embodiment, spirituality lived through the senses. Let gratitude rise naturally for your breath, your body, and your being. And to honor Scorpio's presence in this full moon dance, whisper, from shadow to soil, I transform and grow. And now we're just going to close the circle. So take one more slow, grounding breath. To the east, thank you for clarity and breath. To the south, thank you for fire and creative will. To the west, thank you for flow and feeling. To the north, thank you for grounding and strength. Above and below, within and without, I thank the forces that have guided this work. All right, so as we close this Taurus full moon journey, remember, grounding isn't the absence of movement. It's trust in your roots. May you find beauty in stillness and magic in your everyday life. Thank you so much for being here and for walking alongside the moon with me. Next time, we'll enter the depths of the Scorpio new moon. It's a time of rebirth and shadow work. My favorite. Until then, keep rising with the moon. I love you all.